Good evening. Today we are presenting risk management framework and reporting of Convenience Lanka PLC, Convenience Food Lanka PLC. Uh, Convenience Food Lanka PLC commenced their business in 1991 with the name of Soya Lanka Soy, and their first product was introduced with the texture vegetable protein, a product called soya meat. They sold this product with bulks. In 2000, 79% of the shares were purchased from CBL, and then in 2008 they changed their Lanka Soy name into Convenience Food Lanka PLC, and also they relaunched their soya meat product into smaller nugget shaped soya meat with several flavors. And then again in 2017 CBL Investment Limited took over 71% of the shares of Convenience Food Lanka PLC from CBL. And then risk management framework. There are, as we know, there are two types of risk management, enterprise risk management frameworks. That is COSO and ISO 31,000. Convenience Food Lanka PLC have selected ISO 31,000 as their enterprise risk management framework. Then the risk management approach, the risk management process of this risk management, their risk management process have they mainly selected from the ISO 31,000 risk management framework. The first step is scope, context, and criteria. In this stage, they will be describing the risk management process, and also they will be understanding the context of the risk that they have approached. And then comes the risk assessment stage. This stage have categorized into three: risk identification, risk analysis, and risk evaluation. After these three stages, they will be coming to treatment of the risk. They will be treating the risk according to the identified details uh, and the criteria of their risk, the approach risk. And then the final stage, monitoring and review. They will be monitoring the treatments that they have done to the approach risk, and also if there is any changes needed to the treatment they have done already, they will be making the necessary changes for the risk that they have approached. And the risk management responsibility, the overall company is all of the employees of the company is accountable for all of the risk that they face in the company, and mainly the risk management process and policy setting are mainly focused for the board of directors. The board of directors are responsible of this policy setting process and the risk management process. And to board of directors, as well as risk management to risk management process, audit committee will be assisting these two, risk management process as well as board of directors. And now I would like to invite Vattu Heva to continue the presentation.
Thank you, Hasara. Let's move on to the key achievement in the present. As we talk about, today they have achieved their goals as well as key achievement. The reason behind is their management skills and their strength. As a result, they successfully purchasing their journey with the primary objective of providing a supervisor product to the customers. The following awards can be considered as most special award they have received current year. This award is Sri Lanka Best Corporate Citizen in Sustainability for 2020. As well as they won many awards in year. They are Ceylon Biscuit and CBL Natural Foods among 40 best workplace in Sri Lanka, CBL Natural Food among the 10 best workplace for women in Sri Lanka, CBL Expos among the 10 best workplaces for in Sri Lanka. So likewise, they have won so many awards in the present year. Let's move on to the key priorities for the future. Today, all organizations plan to stay in this business and anticipate their future goals in order to face business competition. Here, they use different strategic paths across different fields to achieve their future plans. These convenient foods Lanka Private Limited also have some key priorities. They are: first one is innovation. Every business today is focused on innovation with the aim of making future profit and facing business competition. This is because in the present society, people are free from monetary and perfect prefer to consume various goods and services. So they included launch of various soya flavored soya beans, the launch new soya beans food product, the improve of quality of existing product likewise. Then second one is increasing company performance. Given the given the strategic win, the making win of this financial year, the negative impact of COVID-19 outbreak in Sri Lanka and globally. This institution have faced so many face fearlessly and company have shown remarkable performance during the financial year. So third one is market expansion. They have teamed up with CBL to make number of step expand their business reach with the aim of staying in business. They use new innovations like expansion existing product, improving quality of existing product, improving the efficiency of product process, utilize skills and experienced employees likewise. Final one is face uncertainty. The business will be able to detect the current COVID-19 situation as well as the barriers and areas that could be enter the business from the outside environment before the decide to detect it. And they are prepared in advance to the prevent the consumption. So now I'm going to invite Vasana to continue the presentation.
Thank you, Vatu. Risk governance structure and oversight. Simply, a risk governance structure is a formal structure that used by the companies to balance risk management decisions. So, the convenience Sri Lanka PLC used their risk management framework as ISO 31000 and CFL. The committee evaluate the risk and the mitigation plans, and there is a group of internal audit department to evaluate and assess on continuous way of material risk and mitigation plans. Then they report it independently to the board audit committee. And then in the audit committee report of CFL, they further stated that how they fulfill the oversight responsibilities by carrying out financial reporting, internal and external audit, and the internal control and compliance, then the risk management. Now the rest of the presentation will continue by Anushka. Thank you.
Thank you, Vasana. Operating landscape for the year. Convenience Food Lanka is continue winning stride as one of the country leading food manufacturers. At the Slim Band Excellence Award in 2019, their new product, Lanka Soy Kirimaru, received the Gold Award in the Best New Entrance category. The company continues to create its own broad portfolio based on market demand and growing customer trend throughout the year. To take advantage of market opportunities, the Sera brand portfolio was expanded further. Sera Polkiri, Sera Pure White Coconut Oil, and Sera Salt were among the new additions. Given the fact that the COVID-19 outbreak the country from March to June, CFL was able to their customers' favorite products side to their doorstep. Significant online grocery delivery firms. This collaboration was huge success because there was lot of demand for their items during the lockdown. One of the company's major issue has been obtaining the primary raw material from India, particularly since the COVID-19 situation in India, which continues to this day. They are identify alternative raw materials providers in various parts of the world to fulfill this problem. Now would like to invite Shankar to continue the presentation.
Thank you, Anushka. So, risk appetite. Risk appetite refers to a type of risk that the organization is willing to perceive or retain. So, CFL is one of a good example for that. So, as usual, risk also can be certain as well as the uncertain. So, therefore, the organization should be prepared for that. They must be come with a good side for mitigate the risk. Therefore, CFL is maintain such a good processes, procedures, principles for minimize the risk. So we can see that there is a risk management framework. When we go through that, management framework is they based on 31,000 ISO certificate. They made risk management framework. So we can see that it's a good example for any other company to identify and mitigate or minimize the risk. So when we talking about the strategies and risk culture, as a company, CFL is such a good company in a strategic ways. So appointing as a company, CFL is maintaining a managerial strategies. So they appointing responsible officers and they appointing responsible figureheads and maintaining a proper structure within the organization, and they identifying risk and they maintaining a good culture in the company is one of the best strategy is the company in the company. So when we talking about the risk culture refers to describing values, attitudes, knowledge, belief, and understanding about the risk shared by a group of people to achieve a common goal of the company. As a company, they uh, used to do some they shared with their workers about the values and about the knowledge of the products of they shared about the uh, knowledge of the risk, how to minimize the risk. So such as, so CFL is a good example for risk culture. So CFL is maintaining a meaningful risk culture within the organization, and also organization attempt to get 100% participation from all of the workers by using proper managerial structure within the organization. So for that they are using such a good instrument. We can see that there is a risk management reporting structure. uh, we can see that there is a 100% participation from top to bottom workers in the within the risk management reporting structure. So enrolling the entire organization to for the risk management structure would be a plus point for the organization as well as the organization's risk culture. So I would like to invite Ronald Stefano to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Shankar. So now I'm going to talk about the risk and mitigations of the Convenient Food Lanka PLC. So when it's come to the Convenient Food Lanka PLC, they have identified three types of main risks, and they have mentioned how they are going to mitigate those types of risk. So the first risk is market risk. Market risk means the risk which arises from the movement of share prices, interest rates, and commodity prices. So when it's come to the market risk, Convenience Food Lanka have identified two types of market risk. The first one is
foreign currency risk, and the second one is interest rate risk. So, and they have mentioned how they are going to mitigate the market risk. And they have undertaken these steps to mitigate the market risk, and they are focused on innovative products, analyze customer trends, and market capturing. The second risk is liquidity risk. Liquidity risk means an individual investor or a business which cannot meet its short-term debt obligations. So when it comes to the liquidity risk, they have undertaken several steps to mitigate the liquidity risk, and they are capital management and the maintain good relationship with the bank. The third risk is credit risk. Credit risk means the possibility of loss resulting from a uh, borrower's failure to repay a loan or to meet the contractual obligation. So, Convenient Food Lanka PLC have undertaken several steps to mitigate the credit risk, and they are maintain efficient collection process, and second one is maintain credit policies. So, other than from these three types of risks, Convenient Food Lanka PLC have identified several risks, and they are quality risk, reputational risk, regulatory and compliance risk, supply chain risk, human resource risk, systematic risk, exchange rate risk, operational risk, product risk, health and safety risk, and social risk. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you.